Welcome back to you, baby dolls. Crypto's juiciest news. We are watching a huge capitulation. No, we are not. Bitcoin is still around $34,000 to $35,000 zone. If you put it on the daily, you can see we are still hovering around that top zone. There's nothing to be concerned about yet. We are waiting to see the pump and the dump and the pump and the dump and the pump and the dump. Can we please continue higher? I hope we do. Why? I'm noticing everyone getting a bit of tingles, but everybody's in disbelief. All of us are still in disbelief. We're like, any day now, you're going to do this, aren't you? Any day. And when we're all talking about this, I feel like it's just the one where it keeps going up. Let's hope this is exactly what happens next. You know, if we're looking at the other prices too, nothing much has changed. But we still have a lot to go through, friends, because I've been asked so many times, okay, you see Bitcoin 34, 35K. They say to me, one, straighten my back. And I say, it's already straightened. Thank you for liking, subscribing, belly button and all. I want to tell you something, man. I'm going to give you the best, juiciest info first, all right? Screw the rest of the news. We'll get through that. But my friend, Nick, he sent me an audio clip that he saved. Now, Telegram deletes these messages from a public chat. Before I knew what Twitter Rooney or the YouTubes is, I was making public chat voice messages because, you know, you're diving into crypto. You're like, hey, what's going on? We're on the journey together. And he saved this clip. I don't know why he saved it. He said he just kept it like in his favorites, buried somewhere. And I'm going to play it for you, okay? Just let you know. There are some non-family friendly words in here. So if you have children, just put your hands over their ears, okay? So this was December 2020. And if you remember December 2020, I'm going to show you where it was right before the run, okay? Look at this, okay? If you go back to Ethereum's, I'm sure you heard of the coin, right? If we go to Ethereum, I have it right here, friends. Look at this. Right before the run, right here. That was, we're going to see my audio message right here. That was it. Isn't that wild? Look at this. Why? Oh, you're going to hear my voice and what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Listen, I told my friends, and I'm being serious, you all have 7 days to get the fuck in Ethereum and Chainlink and hold it this whole year, or you're going to miss out and you're going to have to wait 4 years through the ultra shit, dog shit bear market. So if any of you cunts miss out, you got no one to blame for yourself but yourself, all right? Because I've been called a fucking dumbass for buying these imaginary tokens, and no one believed me. So this is your chance, all right? No leverage, spot. This is the signal. Everything's mooning, all right? I don't care if everything drops 50% from here tomorrow. You hold all year. This is it. We're waiting 3 years for this moment. So none of you has any fucking excuse not to make money, because after Chainlink and Ethereum leave the station, we've got nothing else left. That's it.
So you heard that, right? It's a very young, passionate sommi, right? But I want to tell you something.
Listen,
you're probably wondering, like, why all the swearing? Well, first, friends, do you want to know what we went through? And by we, I mean me, for those years, called an absolute scammer, fraud, someone who's trying to scam family members and friends. Accusations through the roof. Not only that, in family-friendly life, but also accusations on the telegrams, in groups. I was in bullish crypto groups, friends. The bullish crypto groups were freaking calling me a scammer, saying I was irresponsible. I remember people telling me, you're way too bullish. You're going to get everybody wrecked. And I'd never been exposed to that before. Now, I've got a mental fortitude of a brick wall. So it didn't faze me, okay? Because I just assume everybody's a soy boy cuck. And I'm right most of the time. So when these kept getting thrown at me, I had my head in my hand like, am I stupid? Like, how didn't they see it? Because we all knew the hodl meme. We all knew Diamond Hands meme. We all knew they had already printed money and they were going to print money. Friends, I was saying this even in 2019. I said, okay, they are going to print money. They are going to cut the rates. The debt's too big. They have to stimulate with consent. Crypto has to go up. It solves too many problems. We need this. And I'm like, how come I have 15 pieces of solid fundamental information and then you have things like PayPal coming in, all these other flops coming in, and I'm wondering, why can I view this Yet everybody's against me. And this is why, friends. This is why I make all my juicy videos for you. Because I figured it out. It's because they were just looking at the monthly candle colors. That's it. They were looking at the weekly candle, the monthly candle color. I used to take it personally. But no, now you know they're nothing. They just don't know what the hell they're doing. That's why I'm glad I could figure this out. And then bang, this was the one. Look at this, friends. This is crazy. After the zombie virus, Ethereum was up 6x and that was still bearish. You understand? You do understand. You're my friend. Ethereum was up 500%. That's a 6x from the low. And people were still saying, man, it's going to come down. It's going to come down. I'll never forget that. This was September, by the way. Right here was September. Everyone said we're going to close the CME gap for Bitcoin. And then I literally, at this point, I started calling up everyone. I got this feeling, this tingles feeling. That's why I get asked all the time, do you have these tingle feelings again? No, I don't. All right. So that audio message you just heard, that was like right before, like everything was about to kick. Now, if you listen to my message as well, and other ones, I was saying, well, if Chainlink was leading the bull run 2020 and 2019, and Ethereum was, so you have to own both of them. And guess what? Unfortunately, Chainlink let everyone down. Foundation was dumping and it had too much of a run already. But Ethereum went and took its way. But look, see, we couldn't even fathom that dog coins were going to move, right? Because you heard, I'm like, okay, the only information we have was Ethereum and Chainlink. That's all we had. That's literally all we had in terms of like beating Bitcoin. Everything else was a full-on fluke. And then you saw the memes and the Doge and the Shibs and me buying Pikachu and all this other stuff. We had no idea what was coming. That's why I'm looking at today. I'm like, well, yeah, we're going to go up. But the narratives that even might appear in this poopy zone up here, you got no idea, man. You got no idea. Don't listen to people on Twitter who say, oh, you got to get the next narrative. Oh, it's going to be the next narrative. They got no idea, dude. Habib, they have no freaking idea what's about to blow their mind, okay? Because the next narrative is going to be formed by some dude eating Hot Pockets in his underwear who is putting together different pieces of tech who's just going to make a random thing that we all think is crap as an idea, but then you see it, you're like, wait a minute, this actually works. I'm having fun, right? It's something like Friend Tech, for example, something of that level. Now, why aren't I getting the same feelings? Well, all right, here's the thing. So firstly, everyone was in disbelief. It's like now. So that's a tick, right? Everyone was in disbelief, yeah? And I was telling everyone to go all in. The difference is now, I'm still not telling everyone to go all in. Like so friends, when I say go all in, I mean, hey, even if you're a super short-term cuck and you can't hold for like longer than 6 months, yeah, now's your time to get in, okay? You got 3 to 6 months, you don't want it to go down? All right, this is the time. You got to get in. That's not now. Now we're still in the, accumulate your bags zone. Yeah, we're going to go up. I believe strongly we're going to go up. But it's not this is a final chance to make it. You still might have to sit through some pain. This is the pulse chart. We're looking at Pulsex as well. Same thing. There's still hope of these things to move up. But there's no like, this is the final chance. And, you want to know why. You could smell it. You could smell it in the air. The crypto media was heating up. There were more people coming. There were new people coming. Telegram channels were just exploding. Everyone was coming in. And the prices started moving up. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think like an enormous amount of people just coming in now just stops. It's like a big wave. So that excitement, we are going to get it soon, okay? But not to that exact extreme level. Right? Because look at this. This is why I made this is why I made my audio, right? You got 7 days to get the F in Ethereum. Literally, you got to get in like right now. I was telling people, right now. You can't wait. No. I'm tapping my fluffy slippers on the tiles. Completely different game. We are not in that game now. We're in the game of, I'm just being honest. Okay, we're in the game of retracement. Right? The fib retracement. That's the game we're in. We're in the game of, all right, Ethereum, you've got to get to this fib. $3,300. All right. And now you have, okay, combined hex. You've got to get to 25 cents. This is your fib, right? Your combined hex down to the bottom. You've got to get to around, 25 to 30 cents. That's your goal. You've got to get there. Chainlink, you've got to get to $25 to $30. Bitcoin as well, of course, Bitcoin, super important, the most important. Where's Bitcoin got to get to? Bitcoin is recovering the most, but also went up one of the least, right? So Bitcoin, you have to get to $48,000. $42,000 to $48,000. That's your around 50 to 60% FIB. That's this challenge. So this is more of a rejuvenation, a recovery wave. So that's what we're going through now, okay? And what I'm teaching you now, it trumps all the news. Don't worry about, interest rates and the US Fed. Oh, golly gee, did you see this? What about macro? The peanut guys and the ice cream guys. Throw that all out. It's all priced in. The cycle is the cycle. People get hungry. People get full. We get sleepy. We get excited. All right, yeah, markets go down and up. Just get it, all right? They're rotating the fiat circles around the world, and these are the buckets. The buckets are sloshing around. We sloshed too much out. Now it's time to slosh back in. Look what they said at the ECB, all right? So we've seen now we're bullish. Yes, we're bullish. Everyone's going to get we're probably like halfway through the move already for all we know, okay? Look what the ECB said at the literal lows, okay? They said the apparent stabilization of Bitcoin's value is likely to be an artificially induced last gasp. It's like your final breath before you die, before the crypto asset embarks on a road to irrelevance. This was November 2022. When I was bullish, when I was telling everyone, hey man, this is not the time to get out, this is the time to get in. Friends, I'm even telling you, Richard Hart, stuck by 10, 11K. Everyone else, 10, 11K. Guess what? The crowd sold too early. They were out. So yeah, 10K was probably programmed until all the weak hands got out too fast. And it accelerated. And there was not enough leverage to stand us down. Not enough people were grasping onto long. That's why, onto their longs. That's why this happened. So look, you can make a forecast from a long period of time. Doesn't matter. All right. That's why I learned from this. Okay. So Richard Hart, look at this. Okay. This is why everybody believed in 10K. A lot of people got screwed as well. Because they saw, okay, Richard Hart called 10K from here. Yeah, he got 10K from here. So when it started going down, they go, wait a minute. The guy who said we're going down is right. We are going down. And then you go back and you look at him and you're like, okay, what's your number to go down? And he's like, okay, 10K. So as we get closer and closer, people stop using their brain. People start saying, well, the guy said we're going down. The number is 10K. So clearly he can see something. And I sat there. I was like, well, you know what? I can see something too. Bankless guys are crying on stream. Kobe said there's no more hope left for the industry. Everybody is embarrassed. Everybody is gone. Everyone's out. And we've all sat here and everyone says literally this FTX thing has embarrassed crypto tremendously. We'll never ever recover. This is going to put us back many, many, many years. And I'm thinking, said to myself, well, all right. The bears are right, but they ain't fully right because the tears are out. That's it. It's depression. Depression is the low, right? And of course, I said it could always go lower. So it could always go lower. But this information came live. And it wasn't just like a day. Like you had like a month. You're like, wait a minute. I think this is done, right? Now, if only we have that type of intelligent friendship when it comes to the top here. Because, we might be saying, yeah, everything's going to go great. I don't know. You never know, friends. Maybe Donald Trump wins and everyone's like, wow, let's price in 0% tax rates or whatever for the future. And we might be coming in and I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute. I want us to go higher, but Jim Cramer just called for 300K and there's an Ethereum ETF talk and another country adopted Bitcoin. El Salvador was a top single last time. And here's another one, right? So we might actually get up here and we're like, we have this month to sit here and I'm like, oh crap, man. Ty Lopez is back. All right, Ty Lopez is grifting stuff. I'm like, man, these are top signals, man. These are not midway signals. These are not even belief and optimism signals. So let me just tell you, okay, belief and optimism, friends, in the Wall Street cheat sheet. Optimism is you're just breaking the high. And belief, time to get fully invested. People are going to constantly tell you, no, we're still in optimism. We're still in belief. But if we're seeing thrill and euphoria, what's thrill going to be? I'm just going to be completely honest. Mainstream YouTube influencers, when they are posting P&Ls of them being long, and there's lots of them, and there's a lot of people on Twitter sharing their screenshots of them being leveraged long. That's thrill. You understand? Look what the thrill says here. It says, I will buy more on margin. Gotta tell everyone to buy. It's literally this Wall Street cheat sheet. It's like they never wanted us to ever get this moment. Look at this. It's literally telling us when everyone around you is doing this leverage and you're seeing the screenshots, that's what it is. Why do people do it? Well, it's because they missed the cheap prices of the altcoins. They didn't believe with us. They're sticking in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are the people who do it. They go, well, you know, like maybe they have, I don't know, have 100 grand and they made like a 4x on it. Now they're up to 400K. And they're like, you know, they never bought our altcoins. Instead of making a 4x to make like maybe a 15x or an 18x, they never got that. So what they do is they go 100K, 400K now, you know, let me take like 50K, throwing in leverage, and let's do like a 10x long. You know, maybe Ethereum goes from like 6K. They try to get it out at like 7K, 8K. That's thrill, right? They're playing with gambling money because they didn't do the hard work. I can see this years in advance. That's why I keep telling you, you buy in the depression. You buy in the depression. Anger, buy. Depression, buy. Disbelief, your last chance to buy. You got to keep buying. That's it. That's it. No questions asked. When we start getting the tingles, okay, it's done. It's done. You can keep buying until euphoria, but we're not even guaranteed there's going to be a clean streak of euphoria. It might be a period of time. It might not be the prices we want. That's why these cycles are repeating, friends. Of course they're repeating. And isn't it fantastic to see? Isn't it fantastic, you know? Those are fantastic, you're my friend too. Okay? The ECB flooded at the lows. I was bullish. Weekend soy boys out. Now they're sidelined by the green candles. And they're going to keep hating because of the green candles. Good. That's what we want to see. So we still have room to go because now you're seeing the bull market's climbing the wall of worry. Hey, the bull market. Why is it a wall of worry, friends? Why is it a wall of worry? It's because both sides are scared. They're worried. The bulls, we are scared. This is going to come back down. It's over. The bears are scared that it's not going to retrace as much as they want. The bears are scared of these friends. You think, friends, you know when we're happy, do you know how scared and fearful the bears are? Like they are praying Bitcoin doesn't do that. Do you know how they're going to literally end themselves because it's just going to be, oh, I never pulled back for you. You're an idiot. You should have bought an FTX collapse like the rest of us. And by the rest of us, I mean me. And you, of course, because you stayed long. Make sure you like, subscribe, beta button all. I love you. I appreciate you, every single one of you. Catch you very soon.